Hi there everyone and welcome to this next video. So as you can see by the background, it is slightly different, it's just a different angle to where it was before. You can still see the same bookshelf. Things are in a different place, so I have rearranged my bookshelf. I'm planning to do a re-updated bookshelf tour as soon as I can. It's actually going to be my first bookshelf tour on this channel, but I really cannot wait to do that, so hopefully I'll be able to do one as soon as possible. But that is not the point of this video. Today I'm going to be doing a book review on Warriors: The Rise of Scourge. This is Warriors manga, so it's slightly different obviously to the actual proper books which have proper writing in. As you can see, it's obviously written in a manga form with drawings. There are slight bits of writing, but not very much. Absolutely incredible book, I do have to say. I really did enjoy reading this. It is a reread because I have read it before and I have actually reviewed it before, but I remember reviewing on my old channel. I think it was like one of my first few videos that I did, and it was really bad. I was just starting out. I did not know what to do. It was really poor, and I just thought, why don't I just do a review sort of thing of this, because obviously I'm a lot better now and I've sort of developed in how I review and I know what I'm doing. I actually have to say I'm not really a huge fan of this cover, to be honest. I'm not really a fan of it. It just doesn't look as good as the actual proper Warriors books for me, but I did still like it. It's very shiny as well and reflecting, which is really bad, but that's just how it is. It does have some blurb information on the back, so I'm now going to read that for you just so you get sort of an insight about what it's about. When Kitty Pet Tiny crosses paths with some wild forest cats defending their territory, he is left with scars and a bitter, deep-seated grudge. As his reputation grows among the strays and loners that live in a dirty brick alleyway of Two-Leg Place, he changes his name to Scourge and puts everything about his old life behind him, except his deadly desire for revenge. So that was just setting everything up about it. Here in the middle, that is actually Scourge or Tiny, however you want to call him. He just changed his name as the blurb just mentioned. So let's quickly move on to my ratings for this book. So I'm going to give the characters a 5 out of 5. Amazing characters as usual. All the Warriors characters are always very well developed, and I just love them all. I really love seeing how the manga artist portrayed them as well. I just thought the development of the main cat Tiny was really good. How he eventually changed into this Scourge character was just really cool. I really did enjoy sort of seeing his development, and it was just really nice. The cats at the beginning actually did make me smile as well, because they were really cute little kits, and then arguing between kits like kits just would. And then obviously their mother tells them off, and then the characters are just so believable. And then obviously he turns into Scourge, which is just so different to a cute little kit. So I think it's great to see a development like that. Also, I think Tiger Star definitely stood out with his evilness. He stands out in every single book he's in. He's such an evil character, but such a great one, and nevertheless, so great to read about. I don't actually like him as a character, but I like reading about him. Plot, 4 out of 5. I felt it was very good, and we definitely did see a change in the character of Scourge, like I mentioned before, as he developed throughout. The plot was certainly very interesting, very exciting throughout as well. I felt it moved very fast, and I love fast-paced books. Though I do think it maybe could have expanded at times. I don't think we saw loads of detail into certain things, because it is quite a short book really. I don't think it can really get into all that detail, but I really wish it did. I wish it was a bit longer, a bit more detailed. I would also like to see a bit more into the detail as to what happened after the book, because it was obviously an ending that I enjoyed, but I just think there was a bit more that could have been answered maybe if there was maybe like a sequel to this or something. Because we obviously know that Scourge did a lot more in his life than just what the ending suggested. Maybe it really could have gone further in this. It could have actually been a manga trilogy, I think, rather than just a standalone manga. As a new rating, I'm not going to be rating writing, because obviously it's not a written book, it's a drawn book. So I'm going to be rating drawing. And in this case, I'm going to give the drawing a 4 out of 5. I thought it was pretty good, I generally did like it. I didn't really like the look of Tiger Star, though. He didn't look properly like a cat at all times, and, I know he's meant to look like a tiger, and that is another form of a cat, but I just wasn't too keen on it. I'm not sure exactly why, I just didn't like him. He's actually on there at the front, and I don't like his look of him. I imagine him to be so different to that, and I think that's what the problem is with the mangas, is you picture something in your head from the books. It's not exactly the same as the manga artist pictured it. And I have seen better mangas in the past, I think that Bleach manga and everything is a lot better than this. But this was great to look at, great to read, a very simple, easy manga. And enjoyment, 4.5 out of 5. Lovely quick read. Maybe it's actually too quick, it was so quick, so full on, very fast paced, and sometimes it was too quick. Like I keep mentioning, more detail would have been necessary, I think. and it would have just expanded it a bit more and I would have enjoyed it more. You know, I read this in about 20 minutes, which is obviously a very short amount of time, and that's not really good. I like to read books for at least probably an hour. Even then, it's quite short. You know, a few hours is usually what I like. So obviously to read a book so quickly is sort of disappointing. I guess though that I've got through so many books this weekend after reading this that it's sort of good that I've sort of managed to get through so many books so quickly because they're all short mangas. Though, again, I'm not really a huge fan of really short books. I also wanted to see a bit more into Scourge's life, so that's why my rating reflects that. Overall, we get a 4.4 out of 5. That is just a mean average for the scores that I've given. It's definitely a great read that I definitely recommend to anyone. Any cat fan, any animal fan, or just anyone out there that loves manga or reading, I definitely recommend it. I don't think it's up to the standard of some of the other mangas out there, like Bleach, for example, but it's a lovely compliment to the Warriors books. You know, it's certainly not as good as the actual books, but it's a nice read. I think I'll always absolutely prefer Erin Hunter's writing. You know, I think that's absolutely superb. That is faultless, but I think that, you know, the manga artist did do a good job anyway. So that's all I have to say for this review. I hope you've all enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, share and subscribe. Before I end, I'd just like to say I hope you all like the new ending as well. I've been playing around with some music software and I thought I'd just create like a little tune for the ending to make it a bit more personalised rather than using a song that's already out and already created by someone else. I thought I'd personalise it a bit and make my own tune. I know it's quite simple at the moment, but maybe I can develop it a bit more in the future. I hope you all enjoy. Can you comment please and tell me what you think of it? But you know, see you all later.